Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are fighting Suave Jamie. Now, right off the bat, I'm gonna let you guys know this is not live commentary. I was just chilling in a party with a couple of my friends, but I thought I would bring these fights to you. I thought Suave Jamie in a best of 5, we agreed, bantamweight to middleweight, and we just ran up from there. Alright, here we go. We're going to touch it up right there. Now, the first thing that you really need to know about Suave Jamie is that he is good literally anywhere the fight goes. Like, you can see him, he's very good off the back foot, but my plan versus him, since he's good everywhere, I want to take octagon control. As we know, pressure in this game is very good. So if I can take the center, then I'm going to neutralize the benefits he would have from pressuring me, because I know he is equally good on both sides. That was very nice. He loves to do that, man. He pulls and then comes back with a 4-piece counter. That was nice from him, but I return it right back. That jabber hook I've talked about in so many videos. Right now, he's feinting, probably trying to get a little bit of space, set something up. I'm not going to let him. Really staying there. I baited out the pull counter that time, countered with the lead hook. That was nice. 2 planted jabber hooks, the last one into an uppercut. Right there, I'm trying to fish for a pull counter. That was my mistake. I should have waited for it. Pull, uppercut, the slip hook. That is a very good counter to the slip hook if you guys do not know. So I definitely recommend using that. When you predict they're going to throw something, just pull back, throw the rear uppercut, and it's going to catch them. Catch them on the body kick as it comes up. And really, this is just a battle of who's going to make the first mistake, right? We're both looking for slip counters, we're both looking for pull counters, but right now, I feel like I have the advantage. I'm pressing forward, I'm maintaining control, and I'm dictating the pace of the fight. And I don't want to give up that advantage. As you can see, bait out the up kick. And I almost finish him there, but he gets a slip on the straight at the end, which was very good by him. Another jabber hook from him, but I'm going to drop him as he looks for a pull counter. I think he was getting a little desperate for the pull counters, as he saw his head health was getting more hurt, so I countered on that, or I capitalized on it, rather. And right here, I'm really just stalking him down, right? Like, I'm not trying to completely overwhelm him with combos, but I'm rather just trying to gradually force him back so I can get one of those. You know, he fires off way too quickly, and in exchange, I capitalize on low head health, and that is the first fight finished. On the surface, it's pretty basic stuff, right? Pull counters, pocket work, octagon control. But what I want you guys to notice and take away from these fights is really the footwork. And that kind of game being played of, I'm going to touch you, but you're going to pull counter, so I'm going to pretend I'm going to touch you, but then I'm going to pull counter back. That's the kind of thing that will win or lose my fights versus Jamie. That's the game we're always playing whenever we fight. Who can get the counter, who can bait out the counter, and then who can capitalize. On to featherweight, we're going to Conor mirror right here. Now, I know some people don't like Conor McGregor mirror matches. Personally, I disagree. I think mirror matches are a good test of skill because they're equalized statistics, but I'm going to give you guys a forewarning. All of these fights, except the last one, are going to be mirror matches. So, just a fair warning there.
You ready? Are you ready? Fight!
All right, here we go. Second fight. Now, I'm immediately going to start to try to press forward, but you'll notice he's making an adjustment right here. He's trying to not give up ground as easily, he's trying to stand more, and he's trying to fire off kicks to my body to push me back. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to push him right back. Like I always say, when it comes to fighting pressure, you don't want to let them bully you. You cannot let them bully you. Even if you're moving backwards, you cannot allow them to do whatever they want. So he tried to pressure me. He's trying to maintain control of the octagon, but I'm not going to let him. If he wants control of the octagon, he's going to have to earn it. Drop him right there. He tries to fire off a jab or a hook while his head health is low. Drop him with a knee as well. Jump on the knockdown. But his head health is relatively high. Figure I'm not going to get it, so I'm just going to stand up. That was nice from him. I tried to slip the second strike that he throws, because it's usually a straight strike. But he did that well. And right here, I'm trying to bait out an exchange from him, so I can capitalize on low head health, but he does a good job there. He actually lunges out instead of trying to exchange like he normally does. Good slip straight by him, but I'm going to lunge out, land a body kick. Now, you'll notice right here that this is where he starts fishing for counters a little. There is a certain point in every fight that we start all really looking for counters, but you can see it. He's looking to pull counter, and then he's looking to slip counter. So I can tell he's not trying to read anything, but he's rather trying to force something else. And I'm not going to give it to him. When I see someone really overcommitting for counters and really just fishing for them, my goal is to keep my shots tight. That's my goal. I want to keep it to boxing so that I don't give them an opportunity to counter me. Use some feints just to work my way in. Now, he's doing a really good job of staving off the pressure, but I land a nice jabber hook off that. But he's using a lot of the tools that I've been talking about in my How to Fight Pressure videos. But I think the biggest mistake he made here is he's an orthodox, man. He's not going to win exchanges or any kind of thing that involves power because of Connor's switch stance. So since I'm in southpaw and he's an orthodox, that's going to give him an automatic disadvantage when it comes to getting big rocks and knockdowns, which he probably needs at this point. You'll see, I drop him with a straight hook, straight uppercut. That was nice by him. He does a very good job of defending that again. So I'm just going to chill. No need to waste stamina. Posture up. Land a couple of strikes. Round's over. Right? Again, basic stuff on the surface. Really complex within. Alright. Let's begin the second round. Here we go. I am in the red corner. I slip into a hook right there, because, again, I usually predict Jamie's strikes to be straights, and I tried to slip that one, but, didn't work. Yeah, his second strikes, I usually try to predict for slip counters, but he did a good job there. Come on, buddy, keep your hands up, let's go! Now, you'll notice, again, he just went for 2 slip counters, so right now, I'm trying to bait out a counter, and then counter him for using that counter. He's trying to stave me off, but I'm not going to let him. Start pressuring with footwork. Get a drop there off a rock. 2 knees to the body. Couple of uppercuts. Couple more uppercuts, and then he breaks. Gonna use that. And again, right now, I'm just maintaining control of the octagon. Every time I get in close, I'm going to fire something off. But, you know, when I'm far away, I'm just keeping a jab in his face, and I'm keeping my distance there. He lunges into a hook, but gets a nice up kick. But he goes for a head kick. Man, that is so ill-advised. Just a random, not set up at all, just random head kick out of nowhere. I cannot recommend doing that. Absolutely cannot recommend doing that, for sure. But that's the second fight, right? You know, he made that mistake. I capitalized, ducked the head kick. Now, this next fight. Oh, man, this next fight. Y'all are gonna laugh when you see this shit. We're gonna rematch. This one's gonna be at lightweight. Gonna be another McGregor mirror. That's pretty much just the pick for both of us, especially when we're fighting another person we know is good at Connor. That's gonna be the pick, definitely. So, we're going to move up to lightweight. I'm going to go Connor. He's going to go Connor. Here we go. Right now, it's 2-0 me. If I get another win, series is over. But if he gets a win, then we're going to move on to welterweight. And I cannot wait for you guys to see what happened in this fight, man. This shit was hilarious. Alright, here we go. Gonna skip my intro.
Ready?
He's not gonna skip his. I'm not really worried about that. And here we go. This was just hilarious. So, he gets a slip straight immediately. Starts to try to take control of the octagon. I'm trying to stave him off with a double jab, but he's getting the better of the exchanges right here. And then he rocks me. Gets a double rock into a drop. And then he finishes the fight. I mean, wow, right? That's all it takes in this game. All it takes is one drop, a couple of rocks, and you're on your ass. You know? That was fully my mistake. I didn't dodge any of the strikes when he began to capitalize on his rock. I didn't stop the ground and pound, and that was all she wrote. That was quick and emphatic. So, I was kinda, I gotta admit, I was a little pissed at that one. I was like, dude, you really gonna do me like that? Like, what the hell? But we move, you know what I'm saying? Can't let that get you down, right? Alright, here we go. Welterweight. I'm going to go with Tony Ferguson. Now, the reason that I chose not to Masvidal mirror him is because I know, in my opinion at least, welterweight is the most effective weight class to grapple at. And I always want to have the option to grapple if I need it. That's about making adjustments. If you're getting fucked up, really, just busted the hell up on the feet, you absolutely need that second option to be able to take it to the ground. And as we all know, Tony just has, you know, incredible ground game. Especially in this game, but also in real life. So he's going to start off with a slip straight, but I was ready for it that time. I feinted the jab instead of allowing him to get that slip straight off. Now, he's working the body a little more, which is good. Good adjustment by him. You'll see him just really going to that well. But I'm ready on my uppercuts, but he is too. So always got to be careful of that. Just moving forward a little bit, kind of standing in the center, looking for our shots. And obviously you can tell he's getting the better of the exchanges so far. I'm going to get a nice duck counter there. Get the block overcommitted, but he fires off two straights in the pocket, which, if you guys don't know, currently have stopping power, even in the pocket, even in kind of hook and uppercut range. So that was a really good read by him to keep me off him, was just firing off two straights in the pocket. Slowly trying to push him back a little. Tony does have that crazy cardio. I'm trying to push that pace. That was a nice four-piece by him. I just didn't fucking block any of it. And then he slipped straight to that. It's a knockdown. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. So, I'm going to bail on that, take the back. Looking to slow the fight down. Like I said, welterweight is the class to grapple at, if you are going to grapple. But he gets a nice scramble out. If you guys want to know how I did that turning takedown, I have a video on it. All clinch turning takedowns in UFC 4. So feel free to check that out. And right now, we're kind of just looking to pull counter each other. But as you will see, I am still losing the majority of the exchanges. And that's just because right now, he's using better timing than I am. And he has more power and speed than I do while using Tony Ferguson. So, I need to get my shots off first, or it's not going to be a good night for me. And that's what I'm trying to do right here, is I'm trying to get my combinations before he can get his off. Because I'm not winning these exchanges. That was really nice by him. And I'm like, alright, fuck that, right? Like, again, have the grappling option in the back pocket, because I'm just getting... it's not going great for me right now. Work the body a little. Don't want to get flipped, so I'm just going to stand up. And again, I'm trying to get my combos off first, but by now, I didn't make the read in time, and my block is just mutilated. My head health is really low, so right now, I'm just trying to survive the round. You'll see me lunging around. I will throw some strikes, of course, because I need to keep them off me. I need to offer a threat, but I overcommitted there. Paid the price, right? Always got to be careful throwing 1-2 head kicks, especially against a high-level player. Now, the reason I think that these head kicks are getting ducked a lot more often than they used to be is just because the block is weaker. So people are accustomed to being able to move their head immediately because they have to. They absolutely have to move their head all the time because you cannot take these shots on your block.
Okay, ready? Round 2. You ready?
Alright.
Let's go fight, guys.
Here we go. Second round. My stamina's kind of fucked. My block is kind of fucked. And right now, I'm just shooting, man. I'm just trying to set up my shot. Don't want to fall in love with the striking too much. So I'm going to double leg bail, pull guard, and flip him to mount. Now, I set that up because of the last thing I did, the last round, where I switched to his back using the double leg input. So that was just that kind of setup I used to be able to get that pull guard, since he was probably blocking low. He's going to try to get up right there. Use a transition to mount. Do some damage here. He slips into a hook, which drains a lot of his stamina. That is one of the new game mechanics that they implemented in UFC 4. It's supposed to kind of signify being rocked, in a rock state. So, gonna look for more ground and pound, even more. His block's fucked, and that is it. Like I said, the entire reason that I chose Tony Ferguson instead of Jorge Masvidal is to have the grappling option in the back pocket. It paid off. Good fights, Jamie. 3-1 me. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all could learn something. If you did, make sure to subscribe. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Fucking share it on Twitter or some shit. I will see you guys next time.